All right, you may have seen the shiny cars lowered to within just a few inches of the road out and about on Houston streets, the lowriders, right? And although many of us get to admire the cool art and the vintage designs from afar, now we get to find out why the community of East End lowriders means so much more.
Mine doesn't have a lowrider look to it. Kind of has like a, you would call it a bomba or an old school classic car. It's kind of like a getaway, just to get in the car, drive. All the other stuff don't really matter.
My car was designed to draw attention to not just lowriding, but Houston culture. It was my way of kind of like bridging today's youth with lowriding.
Hitting the switches. I like seeing the people's reaction, you know, when you hit the switch or when they see the paint job on the car.
East End, it's one of Houston's oldest Mexican-American neighborhoods. As you can see all around, there's art, there's culture, there's food, there's restaurants. The city as diverse as Houston, sometimes the history gets diluted or erased. So for us, we're just like carrying on the torch. The cars are a lot to do with you know, what's going on right now as far as the movement to preserve the culture.
I'm seeing, you know, the younger kids come out and really take a liking to it, which is really important to me because I think the car culture, whether it's a classic car, a lowrider, doesn't matter what it is, to have a child and appreciate it and be interested in it, maybe that sparks something in them.
I think with all the gentrification, it's important to see what our heritage was here, the way it was originally.
So cool, preserving the culture and also the Latino culture as well. And these dope cars will be part of the show and shine exhibition at tomorrow's East End Street Fest. It is a great fest, and Derek is out in our parking lot checking out a few of them ahead of the big event. Hi, Derek.
Listen, Courtney, you got to mark your calendars for this East End Street Fest because this event, people look forward to this all year long. Okay, check this out. East End Lowriders are in the house. That is Cease over there behind the wheel. Okay, buddy. Hey, we got to talk about your wheels here, and especially this beautiful mural. How do you choose the murals on your cars?
It varies, you know, from the style that you have, like, you know, your artistic, you know, liking. Some people do Chicano stuff, some people do, you know, celebrities. For me, it was trying to capture Houston.
Well, I think you did a great job. I can't help but notice Queen Bee here. Who does the art? Because you're with GS Customs. Who does the art? And describe to us, for people who have seen lowriders on the road, what exactly qualifies as a lowrider?
Well, to classify your car as a lowrider, you got to have the switches. You got to be sitting on 13s, which are the size of the tires. You have to have the custom paint. Hydraulics is a must. You know, just to name some of the few things. As far as the artwork goes, I'm the artist for GS Customs. I'm the one that did all the artwork on the car, the paint on the car. Wow. And yeah, so this is pretty much, I guess you could say, a modern day lowrider, because your traditional lowriders are going to be more of your box Chevys, your Cadillacs, your G-bodies. Those are more your traditional lowriders. This is a modern day lowrider.
Well, your art is so impressive. Cease, listen, I know I can't be the only person out there wondering. You've driven on Houston roads, there are some potholes, you know, even driving down a regular road feels like off-roading sometimes. The ground clearance on this thing, how do you handle the roads in Houston?
Well, you know, I don't think there's any real way to handle the bumps on the road here in Houston, but with these cars, we're able to lift them up. I have hydraulics, so it's going to be bumpier than most, but I have what they call accumulators, so it kind of softens the ride a little bit. But as the term goes, low and slow. You know.
Low and slow. Cease, will you show us the hydraulics just one more time?
Yeah, sure.
This is super cool, and you got to keep an eye out for this specific car on the road. Check out this artwork. Wow. Does this thing come with a helmet?
You might want to use one.
You might want to use one. Okay, sit tight. I want to introduce you all to David Infonte. David, This is a nice set of wheels. Tell us all about it because it takes a lot of work to look this good.
Yeah, it does take a lot of work. This is a 1955 Mercury Montclair. Got her as is, and I've had her for about 4 years, so I'm just happy to have her.
Now, rain is everywhere in Houston, but a car like this you don't drive in the rain. Why not?
Definitely not. Definitely don't drive it in the rain because, I like to keep her clean, but the main reason I don't drive her in the rain, there's no windshield wipers.
No windshield wipers, and I understand your gauges because this car is decades old. The gauges don't work. You never even know how much gas you have.
I don't. I gotta top her off before I hit the road just to be safe. But other than that, I don't know how fast I'm going, how much gas I got. It's just what it is. It goes along with it. You know what I mean? I don't mind it.
Minor details, right? Yeah. So a car like this is a lot of work, again, to keep looking and running this good. You must love it.
No, absolutely. I love it. And, I have my son Maverick, my 8-year-old son. So it's always nice to be able to take him out for a cruise, too.
It is super, super cool. And these car clubs, they really are critical for organizing and helping people find their community and keeping the low-riding community alive.
Right, absolutely. We Semper Fi Familia Car Club. We partnered with Chicano Boulevard, and their mission is to preserve and celebrate the Chicano culture. And cars are part of that culture. They're helping keep that alive. So we got to support them as much as we can, because when we do things together, we can make great things happen.
That is so well said. And just looking inside this car, it's so nostalgic for so many people. David, sit tight right there. I want to bring in Lupe Olivares. You are the producer of the East End Street Fest. Welcome back to Houston Life. It's good to see you, buddy.
It's been 2 years since I last seen you. Yeah, but we're back.
It's been a minute. How does it feel to know that the festival is back in full swing this year?
We are so excited. The festival's back. We have a 3-block section of navigation, the 2500 block to the 2700 block. We have 2 dance plazas, the car show, and a concert stage, and all kinds of pop-up art and food, and just celebrating Cinco de Mayo in the East End.
And this is going from 12 to 6 p.m. tomorrow. Our KPRC2 reporter Kathy Hernandez and meteorologist Justin Stapleton will host the event.
Yes, they're going to be my MCs, and we're going to have a lot of fun and just going to rock on,
Okay, well, it's super cool. Again, mark your calendars. More info, we'll post a link on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Again, from 12 to 6 p.m. And it's free admission, right, Lupe?
Yes, it's totally free. We have a big kids zone, so bring the kids, come have some fun, and we'll see you there tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you there, Lupe. Cease, thank you so much. The car is super cool. David, you started this thing for me?
I did. Come on, let's
Okay, so I'm gonna hop in.
There you go.
Courtney, before I send it on back to you, David, what do I need to know about driving this thing? First step, get inside.
Get inside, right? Just like any other car.
I'll let you hold this mic.
I got you. All right.
Just like any other car.
Just like any other car. There you go. Let's bring it down. Let's get that little jerk. Keep going.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Now,
D,
just
I've
come
got
up on
advice for you. Low
Let's
and
see.
slow.
There we go. There's that jerk. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Slow, Courtney, we got you.
We got you.
We'll see
Low
you at
and
the
slow,
East End
baby.
Street Fest
Beep,
tomorrow.
beep.
Bye, everybody.
All right, D, you look good in that. Real good. The heart and soul of our community. Make sure you get out this weekend to the East End Street Fest. We'll be right back.